Alright, what's up, Stans? Number one Stan here. We are back with another top 10 Pokemon. This time we are doing Sword and Shield. And I know what you're thinking. Stan, this is Monday that this is uploaded. Didn't you say Sunday at the latest? Right, about that. Ever since Friday, which I think I recorded that little update video like Thursday. Pretty much since Friday, I've been coughing and having a sore throat. I still kind of do, but I haven't coughed as much today, so I'm actually able to get this recorded. I had everything done and ready. Pretty much just had to make some final touches, little additions. But then my voice had to I don't sound the best. You probably can tell when you guys watch this, but yeah, so sorry about it being a little late, but we're back in there. We're back in there. So let's start things off, shall we, with good old number 10, Applin. Now you may be thinking or wondering, but Stan, why? It's good. The dumbest reason you're not gonna be able to guess. Here it is. It's literally because it's a fucking apple with eyes. The Pokemon went fucking full circle here from Gen 1. Inanimate objects. Boom. I mean, except this is literally a fruit. It's literally just an apple. Well, like you can see like the little worm coming out of it. It's an apple with eyes. Yeah, that's it. That's the reason right there. Now, again, the Sword and Shield Pokédex, or the Sword and Shield games, I'm only including new Pokemon, including Galarian variations. But yeah, this is from the Galar Dex. So, good old Applin there. Then, we got number 9. I bet you're not going to be able to guess who it is. You're wrong. It's Q-Font. Or if you guess Q-Font out of the, 100-ish new Pokemon for my number 9, then good guess. I like elephants. They're cute. Q-Font's name, I'm pretty sure, is literally just cute and elephant. Which, yeah, it's a cute elephant. So, good job. Good job there. Now, I do enjoy the elephants, like I said. Phanpy, Donphan from Gen 2, and, well, now I guess, Great Tusks and Iron Tusks from, Scarlet and Violet. I almost said Sun and Moon, and then I almost said Sword and Shield. Because this is Sword and Shield we're talking about. But yeah, elephants are great. I do enjoy me a good elephant. So, and, Q-Font is just, that's probably, actually, I don't know Applin's stats that well. Q-Font and its evolution Copperjaw, really high attack, lots of HP, really good defense. It's a pure steel type. Applin, I believe, is Grass Dragon. And it has, 2 different variations, or evolutions, that I believe remain Grass Dragon. Which also, yeah, I mean, let's go back to Applin quick. Let's go back to Applin. You wouldn't expect this thing to be a dragon. I sure didn't. I was like, oh, that's probably grass. Or, bug, because of the worm. Nope, Grass Dragon. Fooled everybody. And we have number 8. Good old Dreadnought. Now, if anybody has been watching, and I know I haven't streamed in a while. Again, sick. So I didn't stream Friday or Saturday at all. And then Sunday, I was getting all this together, trying to record it, and then I just kept coughing and sneezing and just it hurt to talk. It kind of still does, but not enough to stop me. I'm gonna say not as bad as it was, but I messed that up. Talking not do so good lately. But yeah, so if anybody's been watching our Shield Roulette Nuzlocke on Twitch, our first Pokemon we lost was Dreadnought. Rest in peace, pimp. Gone too soon. Made it like 4 badges in before we lost Pokemon. But that's not why Dreadnought's on this list. I used Dreadnought my first playthrough. In fact, out of the Pokemon so far on the list, Dreadnought is the only one I've actually used so far. On my first playthrough. I used Q-Font on my second playthrough. Never used an Applin yet. Yet. I might use one in some Scarlet and Violet battles. Who knows? Well, not Applin, but it's evolutions. But yeah, also, I enjoy turtles. Like this kid. Me and this kid just like soul, not soul mates because that's weird. He's a kid and he's a boy, and I'm straight. I don't know. We're like brothers. We both enjoy turtles. Now, if nobody knows this meme, educate yourselves on the I like turtles kid. The next we have. Oh, Dreadnought. Let me go back to Dreadnought here. Whoops. Dreadnought here. High HP, high attack, high defense. As you would expect a turtle to have good defense. Shout out to Squirtle. But Charmander's still best. Next, we have number 7. Mr. Rime. Honestly, it's fucking one. Mr. Rime finally got an evolution. He got a pre-evolution, or they got a pre-evolution in Diamond Pearl Gen 4. And it's Galarian Mr. Mime that gets an evolution into Mr. Rime. And it's a shame that the Paldean Pokemon, well, they only had 2. They didn't do as much with the Paldean forms as they should have. Like Galar, they did a lot. They had Galarian forms to Pokemon and gave them evolutions like Mr. Rime. Mr. Rime's not the only Galarian on the list. No siree. Not by a long shot. But also just the name. Like fucking Mr. Mime, Mr. Rime. The dude dances. He be dancing on everybody. Or she dances. I mean, it's the Mr. They kind of messed up not having Mr. Mime just be male. They have other Pokemon just be male or female. Don't know why they let Mr. Rime, but I don't judge. To each their own. To each their own. But the man / woman / however they want to identify themselves dances on them. I believe, it's Ice Psychic, too, I believe. I want to say high special attack. I never used one. I wanted to on my second playthrough of Sword. And then, because my cartridge reader broke. And very, very sad times. Very sad times indeed. Next, number 6 is actually a 2-parter. We have Yamper and Boltund. It was hard to choose between the two. I mean, Boltund is the evolution of Yamper. Yamper's on the left, obviously, because the name is under it. They're cute doggos. That's the main reason. You can't tell in that picture Yamper, but it has, a heart shape on its butt, near where its tail is, and it's just adorable. And look, they both look so happy. They are such good dogs. Very good boys. The bestest of boys, you could say, in Sword and Shield, Now, Boltund is very fast. Yamper is slow as shit for an electric type, but it's a fat corgi, so what do you expect? Very high special attack. Now, my first playthrough of this, I used Yamper and Boltund. These are one of the few on here that I actually used my first team. I think I only have half the first team I used on this list, surprisingly. And then a few that I used on my other playthrough. What I completed of it are on here. But I almost gave up on Yamper. Because it was just, it no longer was hitting hard. It wasn't learning any, good moves. It was, again, slow as shit because it's a fat corgi. All corgis are fucking Fat B slow as shit. Even though it's electric type. Fucking probably the slowest electric type I can think of. Almost gave up on Yamper. I was like, Yamper, you got like 1 or 2 levels left, dude. I didn't want to look up, you know, like, I think I had one of my friends at the time look up and just tell me how it evolved. Not what level or anything. I was like, do I need a Thunderstone? Actually, I think I found a Thunderstone, and I was like, oh, maybe I use this on it, and it was not it. It's by level up. Almost gave up on Yamper. I was like, Yamper, buddy, brah, my dude, you're fucking slacking. You're falling behind. You're fainting quite a lot. You know, you get like 1 or 2 more levels, my dude, and then if you don't evolve or learn like fucking Thunderbolt or Thunder or some shit, you gotta go. I don't want to, because again, cute doggo. I've never had a corgi, but I've seen them. They do have like that look on their face. You know, they're just fucking bundles of joy, of fat happy joy. But then I can't remember what level evolved, but it finally was like, oh, Yamper is evolving. I was like, oh, thank fuck. And evolved in the Boltund. I was like, oh man, just immediately super fast, high special attack. I think it learned Thunderbolt upon evolving. I might be incorrect. It's been a while. But I was like, oh man, I'm glad I didn't give up on you, Yamper. I'm glad I didn't. Because boy, oh boy, were you worth it. Like, went from my slowest team member to like my fucking fastest. And we'll see as we get down the list of what it was competing against for fastest. But yeah, like I said, both on very high speed and very high special attack. And good boy. And just pure electric. We got number 5. Wooloo. Now, Wooloo here. I used it on my team. One, because it's cute cheap. It's very cute cheap. You know, nothing against Mareep, Flaffy, and everybody used a Mareep on their first playthrough of Gold. Okay, everybody did. You know, if you say I didn't, you're a liar, and I don't appreciate liars around here. Everybody did. Mareep is great. Ampharos is great. Wooloo's great. Its evolution, Dubwool, is still pretty great. You know, weird, and a lot of Pokemon in Silver Shield, at least the ones I use, only evolved once. You know, my starter obviously evolved twice. You know, I used, and surprisingly they didn't make it on the list. I was thinking about it, but I don't know. I like my list. I got on here better. In Rookidee, evolves twice. In the Corviknight. Everything else, the remaining 4 of my team evolved once. Very surprising. Very surprising. Dreadnought is just evolved once from Trudel. You know, Wooloo evolves into Dubwool. Now you might be wondering, well, why are you using some of the full evolutions? And then again, Yamper evolves once in the Boltund. And why are you using like the not evolutions? And it's because, one, it's my list. You know, it's just my matter of opinion. You know, none of this is facts. You know, and because sometimes I like Wooloo is way cuter than Dubwool. Like Dubwool is stronger, yeah, because it's evolved, but you know. But I use Wooloo not only because it's cute, cheap, goodbye, but because of this meme. My friend showed me this meme before the games came out, and it just fucking cracked me up. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use Wooloo. So if you can't read it, it says, just a stupid Wooloo. Better just beat it for some easy XP. Very well, trainer. Though it pains me we meet as foes, honor compels me to act. You know what, actually, I don't have time to battle with me. Why don't you just use your runaway ability and we'll just call it a day, yeah? Oh, runaway isn't my ability. It's a suggestion. Just fucking 11 out of 10. Just top tier meme. You know, it's just, yeah. Just, mwah, chef's kiss. Made me use Wooloo. like, all right, you son of a bitch, you're in. You know, because I was trying to go in blind. Again, I saw the base starters and Wooloo, basically, before I went into the game. Or before I started my first playthrough of Sword and stuff. And I mean, Wooloo you find like right the fucking beginning. So I would have seen it in like 10 seconds of opening. After like the first fucking scene, you see a Wooloo. You know. But also it's great, pure normal. So only weak to fighting. Not super effective against anything, but you know. It has the ability Fluffy, or can. Its ability, obviously, other one is Runaway, as we saw by the meme. So it takes half damage from all physical moves, but it takes double damage from fire moves. Now, I don't know if that works with physical fire moves, like Fire Punch. I don't know if it just is normal damage, because it takes half from physical moves, but double from fire moves. I don't know. As long as you're not fighting a fire type, you're okay. So yeah, pretty fast, you know, surprisingly for a big chunky sheep, and then becomes a bigger chunkier sheep. Very defensive, you know, again, even without the ability. But with the ability, it's like, oh my god. And then I think it learned Con Guard upon evolving. I was like, oh man, nothing will kill you if it's physical, unless they get a crit. But even then, probably not. You're living everything. And I didn't even do Nuzlocke my first playthrough. But with Wooloo, like, I don't even think Wooloo / Double ever fainted. Not once that I can think of. Like, it's just very defensive, pretty high HP, pretty good attack as well. Learns a lot of Roddy moves being a normal type, and learns powerful normal moves. You know, for some hard hitting damage. Then we have number 4, Grookey. 1, Monkey. You know, 2, it had so much potential. Like, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this a lot between the starters before Sword and Shield came out. But me and some friends I used to work with and stuff that were excited for Sword and Shield to come out, you know, because it was a new Pokemon game. Because, I mean, Sun and Moon was like, I don't know, 2-3 years old by the time Sword and Shield came out. Same with, you know, Sword and Shield was like 2-3 years old, and then Scarlet Violet came out. Weird how that happens. But Grookey had so much potential. I thought he was going to be, like, he looks like he's part ground already. He's got, you know, like, the woodish ears, the tail. He's got a fucking twig stick through his hair. You know, I was like, you're going to be like my man's Torterra, but you're going to be fast, because you monkey. Fast, high-hitting attack. Grass ground type, learn Earthquake on level up, bada bing, bada boom, baby. You're golden. Nope. Just pure grass. That's fine, I guess. I think it still learns Earthquake, but it's not Stab. You know, it doesn't get the same type of attack bonus, so it's like, you know, yeah, it still hits hard because it's got high attack. But I mean, it's so cute. So cute. A lot of people think its Final Evolution doesn't look the greatest out of the 3. I think he looks fine. He's a big gorilla. You know, he's like Donkey Kong with, like, dreads, basically, if I remember correctly. But Grookey, I used on my second playthrough. But yeah, it's just so much potential. And just, I don't know. You know, I think every so often, I think Game Freak is just like, you know, we're just going to have single type starters. You know, and then, yeah. You know, it's just, I don't know. A lot of potential, but still very adorable. Still very cute, and a good old monkey. Then, you have number 3. Now, remember how I said Mr. Rime isn't the only Galarian Pokemon on the list, or a Galarian evolution on this list. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Surfetched. Look at that fucking stick. That's a sword right there. Like the like, that's not a knife. This is a knife. It's a very bad Australian accent. I've out of practice. I don't really go around using on Australian. Wow, an Australian accent. Uh, but it's just literally has a sword and shield. It was made for this game, as in, it's literally created to be in Sword and Shield. But then they took the Sword and Shield thing. They're like, why don't we give it a Sword and a Shield? But yeah, it's only available in Sword. Very weird. Very weird. But great exclusive for, Sword players. But again, it has a Sword and Shield. It probably should have been in both. But Surfetched is evolved from Galarian Farfetch'd. And they finally, 7 generations later, because Sword and Shield are Gen 8, they not only gave Farfetch'd a different form, but they gave it a much needed evolution. Like, even Galarian Farfetch'd is great. Very high attack. Pretty fast, from what I recall. But Surfetch'd has the highest base attack in all of Sword and Shield. In the Sword and Shield Pokédex, I should say. Fucking, like, 150 base attack. Almost, like, highest attack of all Pokemon. It's fucking nuts. The dude learns so many good moves. I can't remember what his fucking ability is. And it's also a unique way to, and Grookey is like a high attack, high speed, if I recall correctly. More attack, I think. Or HP, maybe? I think it's HP. HP and attack. Or defense. I don't know. But Surfetched here, again, the highest attack stat in all of Sword and Shield. There's 400 Pokemon in that Pokedex. He's got the highest attack. He's almost has the highest attack. The only Pokemon that have higher attack than him are like Slacking, and like Groudon, I think. There's probably a few more now with Scarlet and Violet. I haven't looked a lot of base stat totals yet in Scarlet and Violet, but just insane. Learns incredible moves. He gets Swords Dance, obviously, as he should, and makes his attack even higher. His ability, and he gets a unique item, like the Leak, or something like that, which Farfetch'd has had before, and it, like, raises your critical hit chance. And then, I think his ability also increases that, or it's something like that. In order to evolve Galarian Farfetch'd into Surfetch'd, you need to get 3 critical hits in a battle. I think it's in one battle. I know it's 3 total, but it might be in one battle. So you basically have to do it against either a very defensive Pokemon or against a trainer with multiple Pokemon. But basically, it also gets Focus Energy. So Focus Energy with the Leak, and it gets, I can't remember what the fuck the move is called, but it gets a move that, it gets like Night Slash, which has increased critical hit chance, and a few others. But basically, Focus Energy and then any of those moves, you're getting a crit every fucking turn. And it gets like First Impression, so it's a priority move. Bug type, because Surfetch'd is fighting. I don't think I stated that yet. Same with Galarian Farfetch'd. So it gets First Impression, which is a bug move. Always goes first. Weird, because it's called First Impression. It's got like 80 base power. And Surfetch'd using that on any psychic type, you're fucking dead. Get out of here. You can only use it the first turn it's out, but you don't need more than one turn with fucking Surfetch's attack stat. It's insane. When my Galarian Farfetch finally evolved in the Surfetch, its fucking attack skyrocketed. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, you're killing everything in like one hit, my dude. Goddamn. I don't even need Sword Stance. And moving on from one Galarian form to two. Oh shit. The two Galarian forms. We have Galarian Ponyta and Galarian Rapidash. Look at them. They're just so soft, cuddly, fluffy. Yes. It just, they're just so cute. There is like a plush or figurine that, well, they pretty much have a plush of like every Pokemon, especially the cute ones. But of like a Galarian Ponyta, and I bet it smells like cotton candy. Like it literally looks like its tail and mane is just an infinite supply of cotton candy. I haven't had cotton candy forever because it goes against the diet and stuff I go for. But man, if a Galarian Ponyta or a Rapidash came up to me and was like, "Would you like some of my cotton candy mane, sir?" I'd be like, "Fucking just give it to me till I explode." That didn't sound right, but whatever. It's Galarian Ponyta is psychic, and Galarian Rapidash is psychic fairy. So, like a Gardevoir type thing, but it's just way cooler. It's a horse. And it's just, man. I think they have the same stats as regular Rapidash. Might be wrong. So pretty high speed because it's a horse, obviously. And pretty good special attack. But it's just, they look great. It's just so cute. And it's just adorable. These are Shield exclusives, by the way. So, once I get back to my Shield Roulette Nuzlocke, hopefully I can get a fucking Galarian Ponyta. And then we have, that I almost messed up because I hit the wrong button. Number 1, can you guess? Oh, and also, so out of the list so far, on my first team, I only used 2 of the Pokemon. Dreadnought. And, 3. Dreadnought, Boltund, Wooloo/Double. Number 1, I used first playthrough. I'm currently using it on my Shield Nuzlocke. And it's a fire type. And it's a starter. That's basically all the hints that you need. And if you didn't guess by now, it is Cinderace. I fucking love this Pokemon. It is, again, same as Grookey. Potential. The way Scorbunny looked in the trailer, me and my friends were thinking it's going to be fire electric. I don't think there is a fire electric type that I'm aware of. There might be that I just can't think of. But imagine the potential of a fire electric starter. 1, it's a bunny. It's already the fastest. It might be the fastest of all the fire starters. Because, again, it's a bunny. Makes sense. But a fire electric, so the fastest starter, being part electric, you're outspeeding all the other water types. You're outspeeding all the grass types. It would be like the best starter ever. Other than Charizard. Something stuck in my throat there. But, hey, just pure fire. When it first evolved into Raboot, I thought, Raboot. I was like, it's going to be a fucking firefighting type. God damn it, Game Freak. Yeah, you can't keep getting away with this. You can't keep getting away with it. You did 3 generations in a row. You backed off. And I thought you came back hard with it. Nope, just pure fire. All the Galarian starters, just single type. Then they made up for it in Scarlet Violet with fucking each of them having cool ass fucking dual types. Super sick. But man, oh man, just very fast, very high physical attack, which not a lot of fire starters do. I mean, I guess a handful of them now, but normally fire types are special attackers, but Cinderace is just it looks great. I mean, it's just one badass bunny. Two, it's a soccer player or football. If you're anywhere except the U.S. And yeah, it's just great Pokemon. And I love always choose the fire starters every new Pokemon game. Every my first playthrough, every Pokemon game has to be the fire starter. Has to be. I don't care if Game Freak called me up. They're like, "Yo, bro, for Pokemon blah 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 and blah blah blah, the fire starter's trash. Sorry, just don't choose it. Like, it's literally the worst, dumbest Pokemon we've ever made, other than Stunfisk." And I'm like, damn, wow, that's crazy. I'm still choosing it, though. They're like, all right, bro, we warned you. And I'm like, that's cool. How'd you get my number, though? They're like, shh, just don't choose it. And I'm like, it's already chosen. I don't even know the name of it, and it's already chosen. Has to be. Ever since Gen 1, fire starter first every time. Then it always swaps. Sometimes it's the grass, like with Grookey. Sometimes it's water with I'm trying to think. Poplio, like Sun and Moon. Chose Poplio on my second playthrough. Because Primarina is pretty great. But yeah, that is the list. That is yeah. I was thinking about having some audible mentions, but yeah, well, I mean, actually, we kind of can here, because of the logo, Zacian, the one on the left for Sword, is an honorable mention. Was gonna be on the list, but I didn't want to use a legendary. I'm gonna try and not use legendaries on these lists. Because a lot of the legendaries are pretty fucking cool. I mean, look at him. He looks sick. He's a good dog with big sword in his mouth. He's fairy type. And which also, when I was looking up the list for the things, I think Cerebi, or for the Pokédex, I found out Zacian and fucking blah, 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 Shield's mascot, legendary, they have the same base stat total in like everything: HP, attack, defense. You would think the one with the big ass sword would have higher attack than the one that's literally a big ass shield. But I guess not. I mean, its ability, Intrepid Sword, I think is Zacian's ability. I think it boosts its attack, and the shields boost its defense. But why would you not have the one with the sword have higher attack, and the one with the shield have higher defense? Because it just makes no sense. I don't get it. Also, I think I was wrong. I don't think that Zacian is fairy. I think I was mistaken. No, I was not mistaken. It is fairy, and Zamazenta. Zenta. I fucking don't know how to pronounce it. That's what the shield one's called. Yeah, Intrepid Sword is its ability. The shield one is fighting, so automatically, sword one's better. I'm trying to think. Oh, you look pretty cool, shiny, but you're shiny locked, I think. Oh, that's right. They have two different types. So it becomes Fairy Steel when it has a certain item. If it has the rest of the sword, that's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, but it gets Sacred Sword as a move, which ignores the stat changes of the target. So, say, oh man, I don't know, the Shield legendary who, becomes Fighting Steel if it has the fucking Rusted Shield item. Even though it gets boosted defense, guess what? Sacred Sword doesn't fucking matter. So it's super effective because it becomes part Steel type. And it just ignores the defense while also benefiting from the attack boost of Intrepid Sword. And just, I don't get it. It makes no sense. I don't understand. Like, they do this a lot with the mascots. Sometimes, well, a lot of the time lately, just one is just better than the other. I don't remember. I don't remember what Koraidon or Miraidon's types are because I haven't used them in battle really. I think Koraidon is Fighting Dragon and Miraidon is Electric Dragon. So, they're kind of an even field here. But Sword and Shield, the Sword mascot's literally just better in every way. That's it. It's just, if they don't have their items, Fairy beats Fighting. If they do have their items, Sacred Sword beats Shield. It's just, and it's just, same with Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon will be probably the next list we do. I think I'm going to work my way backwards, which is going to suck whenever the next generation comes out. But hey, I started with the new one. We're working our way back. Save the best for last. I'm just kidding. I'm not a Gen 1er. It is great. Obviously, it started a fucking big franchise, fucking top selling, one of the top selling franchises of all times. It's just fucking, it's a legacy. Do love me some Gen 1, but, all the gens haven't let me down yet. But yeah, so that is my list here of the top 10 Pokemon for Sword and Shield. That's my cue to end this as the coughing comes back. But yeah, so leave a comment. Let me know how my list stacks up to yours. And again, this is all my opinion. None of it's fact, except Yamper and Boltund are cute. The good doggos. Q-Font's literally a cute elephant. I do like turtles. And, and Surfetch has, the highest attack in Sword and Shield. Those are literal facts. Okay? Those are actual facts. But as far as the list and order of the Pokemon I put them in, it's debatable. It's, my list. It's my list, my opinions. Your list is your list. You're like, hey man, fuck Cinderace, Grookey Gang, or fucking Sobble Squad. I'm like, yo, bro, that's your own choice. Or girl, that's your own choice. I respect your list. Please respect mine. I mean, or don't. I can't make you. You know, and then just, but I, you know, it's just, yeah, but just leave a comment. And again, thank you to everybody who watched the first top 10 I did. Appreciate it a lot. Hope you watch this one and enjoy. You know, leave comments. I read and reply to all the comments I get. And, you know, take care. And there's some exciting stuff, you know, in my opinion, exciting. You know, and again with my opinion, it's not a fact. I'm not saying it's a fact that exciting stuff is coming up, but in my opinion, some fun stuff is coming up, fun and exciting. But yeah, so thank you all for tuning in and watching. I hope you enjoyed. And again, sorry it was you know, day late. I'll try not to get sick in the future. Hate that I got sick on the weekend. But yeah, so take care. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.